Sawa.
Alright, our matches are about to start and we are live. Game 1. We're going straight into the draft pick.
I got kicked out of the lobby. Great.
How?
I have no idea. I was on YouTube trying to see if the live is going on currently.
Ah, jeez. Looks
Looks
like
like you're commentating on this one.
I am on my own on this one. First ban coming out, Yisun Shin. It's been a while since I saw Yisun Shin in action. And then the Fovius ban coming out on the side of. I think they skipped the first ban. Crimson Knight haven't banned a hero. And I think Catalan will be going for the Fovius ban. The first pick, Catalan goes with Kagura. Ninth Order saying they don't want to face the Joy and the Yisun Shin. Let's see how heated it's about to get in here. Are Crimson Knights prepared to face this? Because they challenged them and they want that second place spot before the Ninth Order was able to challenge bots. The two first picks, Woken going for the Hylos. Is it a Hylos jungle? I see Retribution on that Hylos. Is it a Hylos jungle? I'm not sure. Yeah, he switches it. He switches it up, so it seems like he'll still be going the roam. And Wickwish going mid lane. Today we won't be seeing Collector. Wickwish is going mid lane on that Valir. Supremacy. Will he lock in the Pakiro? He locks in CC while Revek goes for the tree. He goes for a very oppressive Beleric. And a Beleric versus a Hylos, that I could say both teams have some very, very solid front line at this point. Shinsui looking to take the Yuzhong. Is he going to be able to do this? Yeah, he locks in the Yuzhong. Ninth Order having some really heavy teamfight utility. But I could say the same for the Crimson Knights, because at this point we're halfway through the picks. More than halfway through the picks, and it's looking good picks from both sides. Bella, go Ninth Order, go. Looks like Ninth Order have their first fun in the stream tonight. Bella, welcome to the stream over on YouTube.
Light me up and watch the world burn!
Ooh, the Carry and the Xbog are getting banned out as the third bans in the series. Should we introduce the 5 bans or should we just remain with the 3 bans? Because quite frankly, I think this mode should be having 5 bans at this point, because even in ranked, yes, there are 5 bans. Lancelot, Monirius, Maximus going jungle. Supremacy still thinking whether he's going to lock in that Paquito. Nexus still picking and choosing. He weighs his option and decides to go for. He decides to go for this guy, black guy in MLBB. The one and only black man. Or is there another one? Brody Marksman, I think he's going to have a hard time against the likes of Wickwish and Hylos, because even if he manages to stun someone, but he's got the flicker, going in and out is going to be quite difficult. Clint bringing the heat, bringing the range. That's a solid draft. There's a lot of damage coming from both sides. Cannon, welcome to the stream. Looks like Cannon is rooting for the Crimson Knights in this time. The One Trick Argus. Yeah, One Trick Argus. Who is it at this point? Because I know it's either Punk Daddy who is the One Trick Argus, but nowadays he's playing Marksman. It seems like a very heavy role shift in the side of the 9th Order. Used to see Wickwish playing the jungle, but now he's playing mid lane. Even just Woken was playing jungle. Now he's going with the Rom. Punk Daddy moving from the XP lane to play Clint in the gold lane. Munirius Maximus taking over the jungle. And Shinsui taking over the XP lane. What's your bet? What's your bet on these teams? Because the rest of the commentators, they weren't able to make it tonight, but the good thing is I am able to commentate tonight, even though it was really short notice. Christian Iman, commentators were really next time. Yeah, PMN shifted out of the game. It was kicked out of the lobby for some reason. And okay, we'll be able to see PMN from the next game. The next match you'll be able to see PMN will be able to join me. Right now I've been stranded right all by myself, solo casting. Let's see. Canon says to wekele bet. Are you just gonna bet, or you're gonna put your money where your mouth is? Are you ready for that? Okay, let me see. The match scores went up. Okay, Wickwish and Munires Maximus sticking close together manages to take the Lethal Wanderer, securing enough vision over the mid lane. Woken still playing aggressively, having him together with Valir, but he takes a lot of damage and is forced to recall. Over the bot side, Punk is just playing a zoning game with Nexus, trying to play some minion management. Both teams preparing to gank on this bottom, and Supremacy manages to steal the gold crab with the retribution, and they decide they're gonna let this gank go, but Revek sticks around to help Nexus. But with Punk Daddy, the huge damage and the range, is still going to be safe in the lane. No huge dive. There's no huge dive potential in the side of Crimson Knights. Munirius Maximus putting on the pressure onto Hanal. The rotations looking quite swift. At this point, both teams set on taking the turtle. Zoning out, Shinsui comes in with the black dragon form. They just got some huge zoning power. Rivek, the Crimson Knights still decide to force taking on these objectives, and they buy time for Supremacy to manage a steal on that turtle. Catalan goes in and picks off Wickwish. Will Woken takes a lot of damage. He did not expect that. He decides to make a U-turn. Take a U-turn. Munirius Maximus alone, trying to steal that buff, knowing very well he doesn't have the retribution. Does he manage to steal it? Nope. Catalan manages to take it, it seems. A very risky move, but we're here for those risky plays, aren't we? It's not exactly the time in the match where it is heavily punished, so taking those risks, that is where the plays really come in. Shinsui, it seems like the matchup between Shinsui and Hanal is in favor of Hanal because, yeah, Hanal deals HP based damage. Woken caught out of place. It doesn't look like Woken got any HP this match. Quite frankly, it looks like Woken is made out of paper this time. Weak Wish getting caught out, manages to flicker out, purify with this ultimate. With a sliver of health, the flame shot almost taking him out. He's still around, healing up. Tries to take those minions before calling back to base. Punk and Nexus, they're still poking each other. A lot of damage coming in from Nexus through those minions. Hanal caught out of position, takes some cheap damage from Munires. A gank over the bottom lane. Nexus is caught. I know those stuns. He was not able to do something. Now the whole team is down bot lane. Will that cannon minion be enough for them to take that tower? No, it will not. Buying them some time to be able to defend their lane. The turtle is up. Crimson Knights are the first at the turtle. With Revek right there zoning. Shinsui, Black Dragon form, straight into the area, trying to zone out. But Crimson Knights are really determined to take this fight. Monerius Maximus gets taken out by the Kagura. Too much burst damage from Crimson Knights. Punk rotates, manages to get a kill out of that. They both leave their lane. But the turtle, they stopped looking for the turtle and they're oppressing the 9th order at this point. It seems like they were really prepared for this challenge. Hanal, will she be able to get away? Nope. Or yeah, she will be able to get away. Munirius Maximum out of dashes. An easy turtle taken away from supremacy. Revek wasn't around to zone in the enemy now. Munirius Maximum unable to take that kill. That's a good trial, but I would say that's a really good trial. A couple more tries and I'm sure he's going to get some. Another Weak Wish gets taken down by Catalan once again. That combo proving to be too really full of damage. Punk getting cornered between a rock and a hard place. Got the blink out of range. Revek still helping Nexus. Both roamers are down here trying to help the marksman get the upper hand. At this point, the 9th order is behind Crimson Knights. A 7-4 kill, it's not that big of a gap. Can be turned around at any time, and the 9th order are looking to capitalize on that. Catalan just bringing in the combos, the Kagura, doing a lot of damage in these team fights, and that damage is only going to get worse as time goes by. Punk Daddy gets taken down by Nexus. He thought they had the more range, but too many marks on him. He wasn't able to get away from the ultimate. Hanal gets back to the safety of the tower from that gank. Taking a lot of damage, a lot of cheap damage from Munires, but is able to heal it up a bit. The third turtle is almost up. Rivek. There is no fear in these guys, and this is the kind of gameplay I really like to see. Woken is just taking so much damage. I don't know where the damage is coming from. Bro just doesn't feel like a tank this much, does he? Another combo kill by Catalan. He's just bringing that umbrella. If you didn't know how dangerous umbrellas could be, now you can see. You can see how dangerous that umbrella is. Shinsui gets a combo na Hanal. Still too tanky for that combo. The load is up. They failed to take the third turtle. Over the top lane, Shinsui versus Hanal. It seems this matchup is ending in a stalemate. A gank coming from Catalan and Supremacy. Will Shinsui be able to get away? He will be able to get away with the Black Dragon form, while the Ninth Order take the bot side tower. Bella says, Little Wonder, no, Mini Grok. Yeah, we can call it that, but right now it's actually some sort of a pterodactyl. If you know that, I don't know if it's a Lord, baby of the Lord or something, but well, both of them are now flying. Yeah, Kagura burst really hurts, and she's got that range. If Wickwish and Punk will not be able to get out even Munirius Maxima, those are some really prime targets for Catalan, because in any team fight that's gonna come along, another nice combo coming in from Catalan manages to get out into safety. Revek, Munirius Maxima making a really nice play. We are seeing some scale, but Catalan proves to be too slippery to pin down. But Nexus will be taking down now. It seems that the Ninth Order have caught up in resources, in gold, even though kills are just slightly, this is just a slight disparity, but they're pretty much in the lead at this point, and it will look like they're able to take a free load. Shinsui cutting the lane at this point. Are the minions going to be able to take down the tower? Doesn't seem so. He cuts the lane just to go help the Lord. Smart plays coming from here. The Ninth Order have the advantage now, and the Lord is coming down mid lane. But it's a good fight. We've seen Crimson Knight put up a good fight. Will they be able to chip down this Lord? The Ninth Order are spread out throughout the map. They are not pushing. They are barely pushing those lanes. Shinsui will be going for the top lane tower, getting aided by Woken. Crimson Knights are able to take down that and rush to defend their tower, but they find the tower is going down, but they manage to pick up a kill from that. Woken doesn't really feel like a tank this game, does he? Christian is asking, Umbrella ishaiwa nani Kenya? Wait till you see how people can weaponize these things. Near really low. Ninth Order have quite some squishy heroes, and Woken on the high lows didn't pan out to be as tanky as expected at the beginning. Wickwish forced to flicker out, get himself out of danger. Woken goes right in, takes so much damage in the blink of an eye, almost gets taken down. But they managed to defend that tower. They managed to keep the mid tower standing, still giving them the map priority, the map pressure. And on top, they're chasing that kill. Hanal will not be able to make it, gets stunned in the middle of her escape. Moniria is still hungry for more. Gets a lot of damage onto Catalan. Catalan still looking for some revenge. Is he or she going to be able to make it? Oh, Munirius Maximus plays safe, and they're just slowly pushing their way into those towers. Only the inhibitor towers are left. Supremas now, they're just playing a defense at this point. They're gonna wait out their chances, wait out for mistakes. Forced onto the defensive. They've lost pretty much the entirety of the map without taking a single tower from the Ninth Order. Damn, Lance OP. Yes, Lance is OP. And if most of those skills started connecting, it will be a very dominant show from Lance, from Onirius Maximus. Yeah, Bella says Kagura is slippery as well. Since she's got a lot of flexibility, Lance is gonna have to pressure her. True. It's about who you find without skills. If you find Kagura's skills on cooldown, or someone is able to bait one of their skills, just one combo will be enough for each one of them to take out the other. This looks like it's going to be another free load for the 9th Order. Crimson Knights have toned down their offensive play. They are now playing safer, trying to keep those towers standing. Revek with Wrath of Dryad, they try to get Monirius Maximan and Wickwish linked by Hanals. Oh, Punk Daddy decided to take out Catalan. That is one crucial member of Crimson Knights that is down. If there was a time to push, now will be that time. Monirius Maximan goes in trying to get some damage. Not all of the players of the 9th Order are here. I wanted to push that tower. Punk Daddy still bringing a lot of poke from a distance with that double shot on the Clint. Just testing the waters. Canon asking, can I join one game? You wanna join one game as a player? Are you part of the squads? Walk in with the glorious pathway. Rivek is caught out now. He will not be able to escape. Too much slow coming in from Wickwish. That's a lot of slows from the burn. Now the burns are starting to hurt. Now there is no defense on that base end. The 9th Order will be taking game 1.
Victory!
How was that match? I'm actually quite happy to see squads actually putting up a fight. It's not a one-sided match at this point. They're really improving and they're really Black Knights. Christian says Black Knights wangechagua Franco wangeshinda. Do you really think so? Who? Crimson Knights wangechagua Franco wangeshinda? I don't know. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree? I don't know. Because the Beleric Revek on that Beleric was actually doing well, and Walken didn't seem to be as tanky as expected at the beginning, but he minimized his deaths and turned out to be the MVP of the match. That is the one of the two kinds of MVPs you see coming from tanks. The other one is when the tank just plays behind the team and comes in late like the assassin to collect kills. But anyway, we are going over to game 2.
And I will be here for the second game.
Yes, Wickwish is joining us for the second game this time. Hope he doesn't leave the lobby now. Christian says, okay, Brute Gamer says, Hylos, Valir and Yuzong can cancel Franco ult. Yes, playing Franco against a team that actually knows how to be a team, you're just wasting your time. Franco is really heavy on the pickoffs. Hylos, okay, yeah. Franco made a knock-up, he carries. I mean, I would strongly disagree. If you know me, I consider myself the #1 global Franco hater because that's not a tank, man. They're supposed to. Okay, I think he even needs a class of his own. He doesn't fit into any of those classes. A class like a mage, because bro's job is just to stay behind and, trying to fish for those kills. I mean, you guys know what the job description of a tank is, right? Like any player who knows, who's worth his salt, knows the job description of a tank. Like what is expected of you as a tank. Things like peeling, engages. Once you start picking mages as roamers, you start picking supports, you're actually crossing out some of these roles, because you can't expect a mage or a support or a Franco to go face check bushes for you. They're gonna die. And you have nobody to do that. Your damage dealers are gonna suffer. Brute Gamer says maybe if they had the tank XP. Tank XP. Yeah, yes, PMN.
See, Franco is also still a valid pick, but I would strongly recommend for there to be a tank jungling. One that can be, a pest to the front line of the enemy team. Then Franco can just cut some of that hook and then bloody hunt them.
Yeah, exactly. I do agree. Franco is not entirely bad, I will say so, but people just don't know when to pick a Franco or when to pick supports. I would argue that, because you can have a full team of squishy players. How are you going to play with no front line? And you're playing against really good players. Like it actually defeats the sense of it. If you have a tankier jungler or a tankier XP, I'm not against Franco. In fact, Franco really does work. Just have someone else on the front lines. Don't you agree?
I actually do agree. Franco needs some help. If everyone sees a Franco just walking around, they'll expect a hook, so they'll dodge. They need to be preoccupied by another tank. Someone to soak up the damage.
Very true. Now we're about to hop on into match number 2. Yeah, so we have some interesting comments here in the comment sections. Yujiro Games, yeah, welcome. One of the newer subscribers, Yujiro Games, welcome to the stream. This is MLBB. Brute Gamer says if he can't hook, he's just an ornament. Like, where's the lie? He's just gonna stay there waiting to hook. Most Franco players, I mean, there's good Franco players. In fact, some of them really prioritize the flicker ultimate over the hook, and then they use the hook as the last option. But you'll find newer Franco players, they will be relying solely on that hook, and that hook doesn't hit like 10% of the time. What just happens at that point? It's like you're playing one player less. Yes, when if you can't hook, it's just an ornament. Ijiro, we are moving straight into game 2 now. What game are Ijiro? Anika Tio wameshinda. Okay. Canon, music is loud. We can't hear you guys clearly. Oh, noted. We're going into the second match.
What will we see in this second match? Troy, can you catch me up to date of what actually happened in the first game, since I couldn't actually be there to watch?
Oh, so in the first game, the Crimson Knights, they started by putting up a really good fight. Their early game was really good, and we saw the same thing what to expect from Woken on that tank, but it didn't seem as tanky as he was supposed to be. But as the matches went on, Ninth Order slowly caught up, and it seems Crimson Knights weren't so keen on taking down towers. All the Ninth Order's towers were still up by the time all the Crimson Knights towers were all down. So when it comes to game, or what do you call it, the map control, it is something that is neglected on the side of Crimson Knights. If they will balance map control with offense, I think they would stand a much better chance at winning this.
Okay, thank you for the insights. Now I know what to expect for game number 2.
Where the light shines, flowers will bloom.
Oh, Near going ahead with the Lancelot.
Near
First
still
pick. That's really
Yes, okay. So I'm still setting up the stream right here. How does the draft look like at this point? It's only at the beginning. We have 4 bans. The ninth order still do not want to see. They still do not want to see the Joy and the Jenson Shin. It seems like they did their homework. I'm not sure who they're target banning, but maybe the Joy they're target banning, is it Supremacy or it's like a target ban for Supremacy. Each of them, it will seem like Supremacy is the core of the Crimson Knights, and these are his 2 most prominent picks. Trying to cripple them isn't in their best interest at this point. They leave the Lancelot over to Munir. Shinsui on the XP lane, he goes with Badang on the XP lane. In your opinion, what do you think? Is Badang better on the XP lane on the roam? Because just a couple of seasons ago, is it the last season, we saw an upsurge of Badang roam, and it seemed to really work so well.
I think Badang is more of a flex pick. They've taken them here because the enemy team cannot know, is Badang going roam or is he going jungle? It's like a high lows. You pick it, but you wouldn't know if it's going to the jungle or if it's going to become a roamer, or in some very, very special scenarios, it's the XP laner.
That is
you really wouldn't know.
That's a really interesting insight. Yes, the art, the art of deception or the art of misdirection, giving the enemy no clue of what is your next move. Do not know what your next move is. You might be jungle, you might be XP. Who knows? They don't have a way of countering that, because how you counter someone who's on the lane and how you counter a jungler are 2 different things.
True. And if Badang is on the roam, he's going to have enough space to put pressure on the map. But I'm wondering, aren't they going to pick Kufra for the Lancelot or even a Minsita? No, we see a Gatot Ka.
Yeah, we can see Canon just said, why can't they counterpick that Lance? Yeah, Kufra will be a really nice pick. I wonder what, I don't see that tank as much anymore, but I do not see a match where he's totally useless at all, because Kufra excuse me, Kufra does bring a lot of pressure. That dive, it's even, I don't know, that dive is on par with the Tigreal Flicker ult and that kind of thing. Yeah, Kufra will be a good tank for Crimson Knight, but it seems Crimson Knights have already picked the Gato Catcher. Astral Monarch is going with the Gato Catcher as a roamer, but Valir will have shifted hands from the hands of Wickwish into the hands of Nexus. Why ban higher?
That's actually an interesting question. Why ban higher?
I don't know, probably a meta pick, or has the meta already shifted?
Lancelot was already picked.
Looks like there's a bit of hiccups. They'll still have to iron that out, but I'm sure as we go, we'll be seeing these teams go from strength to strength.
I think now it's more of, they'll never know what you're planning to do next if you also don't know.
True. There's no way the enemy can know what you're going to do next if you yourself don't know what you're going to do next. I mean, that's the best thing I've learned all day. You're going to see Supremacy with the jungle Guinevere. I didn't see that. I'm just noticing that right now. He's going with the Guinevere in the jungle. I actually expected to soon.
But and as we can see up in top, Lancelot invading as head, and Guinevere already committed with her red ring.
They have no clue what's going on. Supremacy walking and finding his or her buff gone. I'm not sure. Gato taking a lot of damage from Woken's rockets. Weak wish.
Roamers, mid laners, kindly take notes. When your jungle is starting with one side, just pick and see if the buff is on, if the buff is stationary.
Yeah,
If so, there's no invade.
if
Just a small peek.
if you're actually playing against a good team, they're gonna know if you're invading and they're gonna counter invade. They're either gonna stop you or they're gonna counter invade, and a counter invade just undoes all the work you've done in the invade. Supremacy biting more than he can chew. Gets caught out in enemy territory. Takes more damage. Catalan. We find Catalan with the XP lane this time. That's interesting. From the mid lane to the XP lane. And the Moscow pick is something that it's been a while since I saw it. Woken going over to gank the Catalan. Will he see this coming? Catalan playing in the bush. He manages to take down the minions. Woken with the flicker throw. That's just a gank he can
Catalan
do nothing
taken
about. That's a gank he could do nothing about. Supremacy probably waiting for the blue buff to spawn before taking the turtle. Will that give the 9th order an early turtle advantage? No, they're still securing the area. Munirius Maxman decides to go for Ricky. Instead, they just gave Crimson Knights ample time to win, and a gank goes on for against Punk. We find the Roma, the mage, ganking Punk, but he manages to get out scot-free. Like, there's so much going on in the map right now. It's chaos. Supremacy gets
Supremacy
caught.
taken out in their own jungle.
It's just some
Moscow
really
out here throwing toothpick.
That's some crisp teamwork from the 9th order.
You can even see that when they went to gank the Irithel, she knew that they were coming for her, so she just stayed safely and under the turret, buying them enough time to actually rotate.
Yeah. Unirius Maximum looking for Catalan. Catalan just shadow steps back into his tower. Nexus and Monarch coming to defend that golden. Catalan used the Spear of Destruction. Does it hit anyone? Does it provide vision? We don't know if that amounted to anything, but it seems like there's a lot of play
It did
going on at the top.
Natalia was hit.
Yes, a moment of silence for that. Natalia wasn't even in the game, just taking stray shots.
Guinevere saved Woken, but Woken just ate a number of ults. God damn.
They say they do not want anything to do with that guy. Let's just delete him from the match and then take that win and just retreat from there.
And Wickwish steals the blue buff from Guinevere. See, this is the problem of overcommitting.
Yeah, and there's barely any map vision around this map. Astral Monarch really good at the engagements, but when it comes to the zoning or providing vision, I don't know if he's doing a really good job or he's just there. We'll probably see what he's capable of in the late game. Maybe the early game is just not what he's all about. Woken goes after him.
Tank versus tank.
Well, I'd say one of them is a tank, but Woken just has so much damage. What has Woken built on him? I really doubt Jawhead will be able to take down a Gato. He'll be able to do a lot of the initial damage, but the Gato passive kicks in, like especially against physical damage. I mean, magic damage dealers or burst magic is really good against Gato, but physical damage, he gets physical damage.
Ocham is gonna do good work.
Catalan
Moscow taken out.
He just finds himself in precarious situations. Or
and his team is late. Oh, Woken almost got punished there.
Supremacy. The goal lead on the side
It's
of
right.
the goal lead is on the side of the 9th order with almost a 3,000 goal lead, and it's becoming stable. Yes.
Oh, Moscow with the Speed of Destruction to the mid lane. But does it amount to anything?
They actually
Almost got
managed to
himself
take
picked.
down. They actually managed to take down Woken. Nexus almost
I was
gets
going to
taken
ask
down
how
by
much
Punk.
you bet Samu steals the buff. She failed. Oh no.
Catalan
Changu takes the
runs
risky camps.
back. It seems like on the side of the XP lane there hasn't been much action. Looks like it has been a stalemate throughout because much of the action has been happening on the top and the mid, or even in the jungle.
XP is pretty evenly matched. Sun can make clones, Badang
Nexus,
can use those clones to make a wall.
Wikush is just raining down, almost taking down Nexus. Nexus healing back up. They managed to take down that mid tower without even minions. Revik starting to
Catalan
bring the
decides
pain
not to
against Shinsui.
overextend.
Is Revik caught out of range? He's not. He's going to be
No,
able to make it out
Revek
with
runs
the
away.
squad. Shinsui
Shinzui!
gets launched by Woken
What
into
an
the tower just to finish that.
Woken.
But is he going to be able to make it out? Doesn't seem like he'll be able to make it out. Gets hit with the supremacy combo.
A241. That was not the best trade that could have happened.
Yeah, the trade, they forced something, but they weren't even able to take down the tower at this point. So it seems like a lost trade for the Ninth Order. But there is
They got greedy.
the lead doesn't seem to get any narrower. Munir,
I don't know why Munir is getting without mana. This is greedy.
Munir he manages to actually steal that. Retro game is on point.
And to escape. Oh, Gato.
Astral Monarch.
Oh, Gato.
He was a really good bait.
What?
He served us some really
What
good bait. Shinsui
bait?
comes in with the wall. That is 2 for 2 trade. You can see Weak Wish brings a rain, gets jumped on by Supremacy, but he picked Purify and was able to easily get out of that. But Supremacy will have saved himself and the Moskov. He'll have saved himself and Catalan. They want to defend this top tower. Doesn't seem like the cannon minion will be able to take it down.
That was a really good counter engage from the Gato.
Shinsui, will he be able to? Will he go for that tower tick?
I don't think he should.
The minion can't finish the job, but he's
Oh,
able.
it did.
He's able to get away from it. Now at this point, Crimson Knights should be very careful of Weak Wish because they can just bring the rain from a mile away. But with Supremacy there, he just needs to find him without his Purify, and that's a wrap. And
The Gato especially.
whoever is going to bait out that Purify, we don't know. But we'll have to see how they're going to play this out. I like how boldly Munir's Maximus is playing, even without the front line in there. But he finds himself in a place where he cannot escape.
Woken is running. Woken got burnt. Punk Daddy jumps in.
Now
Double, triple.
This is what we call the standard marksman. Very invisible in the farming stages, but during the late game, they just come out of nowhere and start dishing the damage. The damage out of nowhere.
It wasn't even about being an invisible marksman. Oh,
Gets caught by
Irithel
Supremacy.
gets caught by Supremacy.
He actually manages
Managed
to
to
get
run away.
away. Supremacy wasn't
Another
able to
out.
finish.
Oh, that's a clutch out.
Supremacy wasn't able to finish him off, and it will look like the lifesteal is working overtime at this point. They need 1 or 2 Sky Piercers on that team. Does anyone on Crimson Knights have Sky Piercer?
Let me check the items.
It will look like none of them have. Astral Monarch engages in just to find nobody on that load. A lot of
Oh no,
damage.
Petrify. Supremacy. Counter set.
That looks
Is it
like
gonna be a
a
wipeout?
wipe.
That was a lovely counter. Ooh.
That they put
Now they're
themselves in a
hunting down the Changu.
they put themselves in a situation they should
They
have
smell
put them.
blood.
You know, this is what we mean by the high ground. Crimson
But
Knights.
Changu is gonna come back.
Crimson Knights
One
have the high
skill
ground.
one. We'll check out the monkey.
Reigns, but it's nothing to a
Oh,
retribution.
Catalan. Catalan missed the dash, but he's okay.
And they lost another tower up top. Now it looks like Crimson Knights are actually managing to play a map control game, even though they haven't taken the mid tower, the most important tower of the game.
And the Irithel still has the most gold in the entire game.
Yes, Gwen is really behind. That's why we see most of those. She lands the ultimate, but there's not enough damage to be able to finish off her targets. That's the consequences of being so behind in farm.
But she's going to be a tank Guinevere. It's not really a damage one.
Rivek, soon it's about to become Son's time, because as the longer the game goes on, the more this monkey gets quite irritating to play against, and it gets really powerful.
And he has a petrify, mind you. So Irithel will become one tapped in the late game. Mid
Crimson
lane,
Knights trying to
defended.
take out that
Gato!
mid- Gato doesn't really have a
That
disengage.
wall.
Revek still coming with the pickoffs. Oh, just a tad too late. It seems both Weak Wish
Oh,
and Punk
Wind of Nature.
decided to go
Catalan.
with Purify. And
Catalan?
Purify is keeping them in this game. Will they be able to defend that mid tower? I don't think Punk will be able to defend that mid tower. And if you're not careful,
No.
their Guinevere jump can just catch you off guard. Nice set by Gwen, yeah, true. It's a nice engagement. Moskov save. Brute Gamer says Basa macha miss flicker. How do you miss a flicker?
That's what we call the Basam cast. You'll never know. It just happens.
Oh, the badang. But you can just flicker and then use your skill. Is it you flicker? I don't know. I kinda get the gist. I kinda get what he's trying to say. Catalan caught outside. The dash isn't going to help much.
Ooh.
Okay, just tend to
Taken
lock on.
out quickly.
Rivek now, just soon, late game soon, it's like you're just playing against a numbers disadvantage. Shinsui will be a little, will prove to be a little tanky, but Supremacy is going to be able to secure that kill.
Munerius falls.
Brute Gamer is saying, I tell you to fast forward.
This is pretty much like a stalemate to some extent. But now TU doesn't have their jungler. While Crimson Knights have 4 members of their team. This Lord cannot be taken by TU. They just have to prevent them from taking Lord at this point.
If Crimson Knights know their strength right now, they will go straight for that.
Oh,
but it seems they're playing safe.
Just walking around with no vision.
It is buying time. He went for Woken, and they managed to take down Woken.
Woken is squishy.
Punk.
Woo. Punk, Catalan.
We are now
Marksmans are dead.
We are now seeing that late game. In fact, I just noticed most of these teams have a lot of late game players. Looking at the Sun, looking at the Moscow on Catalan, looking at, is it Punk? At this point, we should see a completely different gameplay from the start of the game to now.
Yeah. Punk will definitely need Wind of Nature at one point or another.
Crimson Knights managed to take down that Lord. Munerius just arrives a tad bit too late to be able to secure that. He does some damage, but Crimson Knights will be retreating for now, waiting to push with the Lord. Weak Wish still bringing down the rain.
This is not looking good for the side of the ninth order because Moscow is a late game beast. Paired that with Sun, the Virithel is not safe anywhere. You have a Jawhead for a tank.
And
Doesn't really scale very.
the longer the game goes on, the more meaningless the earlier lead becomes, because at this point everyone is at level 15, everyone has a full build, and now this is where you see all those invades, denials, counter engages from the or just shutdowns in the early game. They lose their meaning at that point because the farm, everyone is already at their peak performance. Catalan manages to take down others, a double kill. We'll be able to see a triple kill from Catalan. That's some late game Moscow action. You would you expect any different?
Will he go for the maniac?
A maniac? I don't know. Walking is there, and it's going to be
Winter Transition.
supremacy. One hit away from
Supremacy. Ooh.
getting taken now. They're going to defend, but more minions are coming down. That will they be able to defend this inhibitor towers before the rest of the team comes
are
on?
heading goal.
Walken himself is taking so much damage. There is no tank.
Woken is underfed.
Catalan almost
Compared
hitting
to the Gato,
Walken with the
he's
spear of
7
destruction.
goals.
He misses. The whole of Ninth Order is back, forcing the Crimson Knights to retreat and regroup. They already have the advantage now. They've gotten all the inhibitor towers. The Ninth Order is so wide open to attacks from all three lanes. Yes, Canon says Gwen initiates most of the fight, and she's good. Yeah, even though she's been denied a lot of farm with the invades, with the constant buffs getting stolen, but I'd say she has really caught up already. Although still behind in gold, that two last items aren't there yet, but
They are not behind in gold. The ninth order may look like they have a lot of gold, but it's only held by like 2 members, the marksman and the mage.
yeah.
The rest are severely behind.
But Supremacy, the jungler on that Guinevere, is really behind because she got most of her farm stolen throughout the game.
She's only behind by like 100 gold, 200, not much.
1,000 gold.
But if you look at Woken, 3k gold difference for Aroma is massive. That's an entire item.
Rivek is becoming the menace that Sun Wukong is. Oh, Shinsui
Look at how
tries a
tanky
play.
Gatot is.
He actually lands that
Oh,
ultimate.
the minion.
This is what we say. Once you punish the enemy's early game, end the game as soon as possible, because once you let them catch up, all your early game work is undone. Now Crimson Knights are in the front. Do you call it the front foot? Because I know we have the back foot. Okay, you can say the Ninth Order is got the back foot, but is there a front foot? What expression do we use in a moment like this? They got the high ground.
I do not know.
Yes,
I
GG
do not
Moscow.
know. This is a very, very much.
With Moskov and Sun on the same team, and this is late game, any minion on that tower, it's going to melt. They just let them touch that base, it's going down in no time flat.
Who even let this game get to late game? When you see a Moscow and a Sun on the enemy team.
Exactly the real questions that need to be asked. And if even Gato actually scales well into the late game, because he's able to build more magic defense items. Supremacy tries to catch someone in, but
unengaged.
he'll be going to engage.
Oof.
Rivek just going
Woken
straight.
down, Shinsui down, Lord at base, and it's GG's for game number 2.
Victory!
Very interesting matches, I'd say. For the Ninth Order to be pushed back like this, why do you think this was the case? Why do you think this happened? As we can see from the KDs, we just see Woken in that 4.4. It was just one sliver away from getting the bronze. With the 10-4-10-6, KDA. I mean, do you think that was the issue, or more factors are at play here? Munir only getting one
I think
kill.
the issue was not ending the game as early as possible. Joehead is a good roamer, but for early game specifically, if the game starts going to late game, Joehead becomes sort of useless. He can't dish as much damage as he does in early game.
And
He also
he's
can't
yeah. He also can't
like
sustain.
yeah. Joehead is a fighter. He's not like he's primarily a tank. Like Gatot, he scales well into the late game, getting more physical defense, more HP growth. Joehead doesn't get that. You have to end the game as fast as possible, maintain the pressure.
So here we can say the Ninth Order built, they drafted for a dominant gameplay to end quick, but they did not do that. They did not end as fast as they should have.
Especially against a Moscow and Sund. Those two in the same team is a nightmare.
True, and then the Gwyn and the Gato combo. It just dives. And then we have Nexus on the Valir just adding insult to injury. I mean, that was a really interesting game, I'd say. From the underdogs coming in to clinch a victory, they even aren't they the ones that clinched a victory against bots? They managed to get one match against bots. Was it them, or was it the Bloodhounds? Yeah, and it is proving to be a big mistake to underestimate this team. Do not underestimate this team. Actually, underestimate them at your own peril. I can remember bots tried to play a 4v5 game for much of the game. And so by the time Weldon was coming back into the game, wow, it is too late. True. Now, we are moving over to game 3. I did not expect this to go all the way to game 3. But
I also didn't. I cannot lie.
We are about to begin shortly. Are there going to be some roster changes? Are there going to be some role changes? It seems the role changes on the side of Crimson Knights pretty much worked in their favor. But I would say the Joehead Rome pick was, it wasn't utilized as it was supposed to be.
I think at late game, Badang is supposed to be the primary roamer because he has the kit to actually serve as a roamer in the late game. He has a dash that can also give him a shield and put up a wall.
He's
He has
got a lot of
multiple
stuns.
stuns. Joehead is a single target hero. That's why he's specifically built for early game.
Brute Gamer saying that was Bloodhounds. It seems like it was Bloodhounds that actually managed to cinch a victory against bots because of being underestimated.
My bad. Apologies, Brute Gamer.
And now we are going into match number 3.
What will happen? Who will take the win? Will it be Crimson Knights or the Ninth Order? Share the live to your friends. This is actually an exciting series.
Well, don't forget to share the stream, because you know someone who might enjoy this, or get your friends who enjoy the game. Let's say we have a really vibrant tournament in Kenya, and we need more competition on the big stage, because it is this competition that takes our teams to the next level over and over again. And just know we are going world class.
You could say I was there. I helped found this tournament. We helped make this community. If it weren't for you guys, this will not be possible. Take pride in that and share.
Indeed, it is by the support of the community that we are able to do this today. We are doing this for you, for all those who enjoy MLBB, and for all those who would like some local MLBB content. And saying, I know you watch the MPL, you watch the, what's it called, the NACT, and you're asking yourself, when are we going to have a league of our own? Well, we decided to take the initiative and do that. And now you have the chance to compete. If you think you've got what it takes, bring your team. Show them. Show these guys that they're noobs. Show these guys that they're scrubs. Bring your team and show them who's boss. We'd like to see that. And don't forget to cheer for your team, for your teams. I know you are fans. I see Shani joining the stream here at YouTube. What happened? Nani win? Yeah, we are moving into game 3. It's a 1-1. That should tell you that it's a 1-1.
We can see Badang was stolen over by Crimson Knights. And Woken going back to his trustworthy Belleric.
Crimson. Oh, it seems like Crimson Knights, after every match, they pick something out of the 9th order. Will this time now flip the script into a landslide victory for them? Or will the 9th order lock in and show them who's boss?
Abaxia into an Xborg. This is interesting.
Yeah, you're supposed to be tanky, but once you start taking true damage, it seems counterintuitive or counterproductive at this point, that pick. But let's see what he's got in mind. Let him cook.
But the anti-heal will prevent them from picking heroes like Alpha, because that anti-heal on Baxia is strong.
By the way, does that anti-heal stack with the items like?
Yeah, it stacks. It stacks with Dominance Ice. It does.
So if his passive stacks with Dominance Ice, that means you're almost getting 100% heal reduction.
Yeah, that's 80% anti-heal. You'll be healing single-digit numbers.
Oof, so it will seem like both of them are countering each other. Supremacy and Shinsu, the Xborg and the Baxia.
Yeah, but if you need the jungler that can deal with the Baxia, Cyclops is the mid version of an Alpha.
Although Cyclops doesn't have true damage, he actually deals a lot of sustained damage. And that's a mage that doesn't have a lot of cooldown on his kit. Catalan goes back to the signature. He goes back to Kagura. And Nexus, is he going to pick that Harith in the gold lane? That will be interesting.
It is a Harith gold lane.
Astral Monarch decides he's now taking the fighter into the Rome role this time. Just picking tips from Woken and Munirius Maximus.
Actually, Badang might be the Roma.
Munirius Maximus. Wait. I didn't notice that. Badang Rome, okay, that makes more sense. But do you think Dairoth Rome would work?
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Keep that thing in the basement. Oh, Astral Monarch swapped with Revek. 2 retributions? Okay. Dairoth XP. Still, I will never have a Dairoth Rome. I would want to forfeit.
Punk over the Granger. It's been a while. I think Granger was nerfed this patch, wasn't he? This movement speed.
Yeah.
I know I didn't finish reading the patch notes because as soon as I logged into the new season and got invited to matches, I wonder, when do guys read these patch notes? I have just updated the game into the new season and I'm trying to read the patch notes. The guys are already playing.
Granger's original nerf was deserving, but now they're just going overkill with this hero.
They're trying to break his legs totally. That's the definition of a broken leg. he's much
reducing
slower.
the range of everything.
They reduce the speed of him when he's using his skills. Supremacy.
That's sad. Wait. Aderoth gold lane.
Direct
Wait, what?
Golden, Revek. But
We were
Punk,
all fools.
we were all full, my guy. That's is taking. Don't let your enemy know your next move to the next level. But he might actually be cooking something. We're gonna see Harith over the top lane. I see a lane swap coming in soon. Woken over aggressively
Wednesday
providing
potato.
vision. Catalan not doing as much damage as she was doing on Woken's Hylos. It seems Beleric has a bit more base defense than Hylos does.
Well, he's a tree.
You're just knocking on wood, aren't you?
Hardwood.
We are having a slow early
There's
game.
not really much going on.
Both sides are respecting each other respectfully. And but I would expect Nexus to be able to bring the pressure against Shinsui. But here we're seeing Catalan uses the umbrella onto the bush to get some vision. Munirius
Munir
Maximus,
tries to make a play, but nothing is gonna happen here.
he just forces them back, but he has used his ultimate. It's usually on a short cooldown, but that's mostly towards the late game. Is this going to be a free turtle for the 9th order? But it looks like a 50-50. Munirius looking retri game. Bakshag gets the retribution. Revek is in a dangerous position.
Revek has a flicker?
He has a flicker.
Flickered out.
Munir won't be able to do as much damage without fully stacking, and he's going to be caught behind enemy lines, and he manages to get away.
Munir almost just gets punished, but the Dairo is hot on his tail.
Revek does
Will
not
he
get
run?
away. Now
And Revek gets punished.
That greed almost takes down Woken with 1 HP, and it seems their lanes, they have gone back to their actual lanes. With the Nexus on that Harith taking the gold lane, probably their strategy is intended at the beginning, or...
But as you can see, Nexus is definitely at a higher level than Punk Daddy, meaning lower cooldowns.
Weak Wish flickers in behind Nexus, but Nexus flickers, he's just outplaying. That is outplays.
Weak Wish, retire. If you hear me, Weak Wish, retire. Set the phone aside. Turn off the light.
Probably why I stopped playing jungle. The movement, what do you call it? The first fingers are just a bit slower. They become slower, and then you find yourself retiring. Do you think
my man juked himself there?
Do you think it's the arthritis, or what do you think it's supposed to be?
He is now a very old man. It's not even arthritis at this point.
The arthritis, it takes a toll on the first fingers.
Or just the brain lag. He's not getting brain lag, or is he brain fog? Or both?
I can actually relate. I mean, I don't know how long ago I retired from playing Assassins. But, well, you gotta know when your time comes. Or maybe it's a phone difference. Who knows?
We can see that
sometimes you might just misdiagnose. This is the second turtle of the game, or is it the first? Astral Monarch.
This is the second, actually.
Munir doing
the Dryad,
lot of damage.
Munirius, his body gets into the team fight. Ooh. I was scared for the Hanzo.
There's a lot of chaos going on, but they manage to not die. That's a 2-for-nothing trade. Nexus gets a free
Harith has been taking the gold shields.
Punk decided to rotate, but that just gave Nexus more gold from that shield, but they don't exactly have as much
gold. Comes back to the back.
Nexus, another flicker. These shields, No, he will not be able to. This is just too much of a numbers difference for Nexus to make another play like he did before.
Berkshire coming in, rolling in, just running away, leaving a road of lava.
You're gonna try to defend that tower.
I think the ninth order has learned their lesson.
Yeah, they're not giving him any chance.
Yep, they're not
Munirius
forcing.
just swallows up their purple buff, goes for Rivek. Rivek he stacks up the passive fully and
Yeah,
executes
Rivek
him.
Woken protecting Munirius' body, but he now goes for his red. And I think top is gone, no?
Yeah, that one is gone. And that is the first
Oh,
tower of the game
Nexus.
to be taken down at 6 minutes.
Nexus.
Nexus walking into a trap that
Woo.
he had no chance at that point. I mean, just a moment of silence.
Punk Daddy had to flicker in for that one to secure the kill.
You know, you just have to secure the kill because my guy, if
Ah,
you
no,
don't,
I can't hate.
if you leave the tank to his devices, he's just going to secure our kill. And you know who needs the farm? KD is life.
Take it. As long as he's dead, kill confirmed.
It's important to hydrate the third turtle of the game. They're going for it. Munirius pulling it out. Shinsui
I wish
just
they didn't
zoning.
make this change to the turtle, where you can't actually pull the turtle too far.
Yeah, some heroes are making abusing that. Remember the time when Balmond was farming 2 creeps at once?
Oh yeah, true. But I'm just saying, just for the turtle specifically, because it was really nice strategically. You'll have to force the enemy team to come closer.
Yeah, and Munton deemed that was too OP. Walk in.
Now Balmond might just
Walk
dash
in,
in, alt,
walk in,
then red.
got caught in the middle of the tower. Badang won't be
Woken
able to do
survives
anything.
somehow.
He does, but Badang, who hold him Astron Monaco, held him down.
Catalan. Ooh.
Nice combo from Catalan. He decides you're not getting out of here without a kill. And Wickwish just narrowly escapes. Did he flick out of that? But we can see the mastery.
Catalan flickered into that combo.
We can see the level of mastery on Catalan with that Kagura. I mean, anything can be a weapon, even an umbrella. You just need to know how to use it.
Ooh, that was a tasty alt.
Walk in. Is he going?
Are
they going to commit? If they can't kill him instantly, it will be a bad idea to commit to trying to take him down, because while you're doing that, the enemy team is having the chance to drop down on you with everything they have. So this is usually the
killer tree in its natural habitat. But Dan gets caught out.
Nope.
Oh, Xbox Shinsui. Wait, what?
His eggshell gets cracked before he's able to fully use the last insanity. And he finds himself in the middle of nowhere, in no man's land, in enemy's territory.
They doesn't manage to talk. Why flicker? Why flicker? Why flicker? I don't understand. Why would you flicker?
He was probably trying to get most of the guys under his ultimate so that he can recover as much health as possible. But it seems he met with them some skills mid-air, and the Firaga armor will be cracked before he's able to do anything.
He just tickled them.
He just
give the first
Brute Gamer is calling on Bassam. Stop missing the flicker. Stop missing the flicker. The ninth order. Whoa, Catalan. It's nice combos. Walking, not escaping this time with 1 HP. That is a 2-4. That's a 3-for-2 trade. It's almost.
Okay, so they have the XP laner, Actually, they can take the Lord.
Yeah, it will seem that is the case. They have the numbers advantage, but is this numbers advantage going to keep Catalan from
But
actually
Quick just
deleting
needs to
them?
make sure Catalan doesn't get. Now they can't take Lord anymore. Bakshi is back.
And they've started a bit late. And either way, they still have a good control over the map. They still have a strong control over the map.
Now it's a 5v5. Will the match end in this Lord fight? Or will Crimson Knights actually make a comeback?
Munerius Maximus doesn't have the while the ult is on cooldown right now. Woken taking a lot of damage from that Lord. Does it do more damage to tanks, or because I just see that the thing
It
deleted
does.
a huge chunk of health from Woken rather than the rest.
They had a new feature for Lord where it also deals, like its attacks also deal a damage based on the tank's HP, based on the HP, the max HP, so that it will make it harder for tank junglers to clear it as compared to assassin junglers because they just used to sustain it. Like Fredrin, he could just dance the Lord for the entire time.
I see. So,
Na-
Munerius doesn't
Ooh,
manage his energy properly, or he either gets stunned in the middle of nowhere. His body catches up to him, and he will be picked off. Oh, it seems like
he
Shinsui and
was off.
Munerius Maximus are just finding themselves behind enemy territory.
Hey, Munirius finds himself behind enemy territory. Shinsui, I don't know about it. I don't know about that. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know, but for someone who was my apprentice, I'd see the resemblance in our level of aggressiveness in playing this game. Weak wish Nexus, is he gonna be able to get away? He misses.
Yeah, Nexus is
Punk,
the flicker.
have we seen much action from Punk Daddy, that Granger? Or it seems to have had a really peaceful game for majority of the time.
Oh yeah, he had just been farming. He is not. He must make this into a good game.
If they be able to take down
And
that
he
tower,
actually
Crimson Knights very determined to defend that tower.
responded.
They'll be able to clear the minions.
Ooh,
Now
Granger,
we talked
double
a bit
kill.
too soon. We talked a bit too soon. That was almost a triple kill waiting to happen.
Agreed. But now, oh, Catalan looking for Munir.
Will Munir be able to get
Munir,
away? He's
yes,
taking a lot of chip damage, but is this no way he'll be able to catch up?
I will be greedy and go back for the Kagura. I am that
And
greedy. Oh, and he's also greedy as I am.
and he's doing that. He used his skill a little too early. Could have caught her, but I'm sure Catalan has that escape.
Yeah, she has the escape utility. Cannot actually outrun her.
That goes to show in the KDA, Catalan hasn't fallen even once. Same
The
goes to
mages
Weakwish.
actually have not fallen.
Throwing fireballs from behind.
Banning everyone. But I don't think
the most
he's hurting the back.
the most annoying thing about Valir is the slow that he does, and then the pushback. Especially one who knows when to use that second skill to push you back. He's gonna hit you with the other skills, and then when you get close, get out of here. Can't touch this.
Or to just peel off the carry, like the Granger. Just push them away.
And then you find yourself walking in slow motion. You can't get in, you can't get out. All you have to see is watch yourself getting immolated, getting burnt to death slowly. That fun is
I don't know why
really smart.
Hanzo is going for.
Securing the
I don't know why
entire-
Hanzo is doing. Astro Monarch, I have no idea what that was, but Okay, I guess.
He tried catching the enemy from behind. Woken with the Wrath of Dryad catches several of them, manages 3 people down.
Ooh, they are being forced back to your
Supremacy
base. Granger poking down Supremacy.
is not going
A
to be able
tank
to survive
falls.
that.
Can
Only
we?
Catalan. Is Catalan going to maintain her clean sheet or his clean sheet, or is it going to be is she going to fall in this
Oh
ensuing?
no, Catalan might have to get the Hanzo.
Ooh,
Catalan tried to get the Xborg. And it's GG's for
goes
TO. Game number
for a
3.
chunk here.
2-1.
Victory!
Interesting game we have seen. It's an I'll tell you, that's an interesting game, by the way.
That was actually really entertaining. We would like to see all these. We would like to see more games like this. So guys, please, if you have a group of friends you guys would like to try out in these tournaments, sign up.
So the Ninth Order are able to defend their position as second in the table. Now I know you all are looking forward to them challenging the first position in the table, that is bots currently who have actually reclaimed their title as the best team in Kenya. Stay tuned for that, because I'm sure the challenge is coming really soon. I know that's what you're waiting. How do you say you're really waiting for something, because
You're eager for something to happen.
there is a term, but when I remember I'll let you know about it. But I know you guys are really eager to see that, and I'm sure it's going to be an entertaining a match as the one before, because we saw it the first game of the preliminaries. It was the first day of the preliminaries. It just looked like a finals game. Stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button so that YouTube knows to recommend more people into this stream. And if you want to support us, there's a link. I'm sure I've set up the support. If you have anything to support our cause, feel free. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. So for that, we'll see you later. Thank you for tuning in.
See you in the land of dawn.
Okay, ending stream. But I've already ended the stream.
Nice.
Anyway, I have spoken until my nose is clogging.
So yeah, my throat is feels raspy.
Remember to hydrate. At least I have some hydration right here next to me. But GG's. Now, let me prepare for tomorrow. It's a long day, and hope the next challenge comes in.
But your presence is not forgotten.
Same here. GG's.
Yeah, that will be GG's. I hope this season I'll have the time to play this game, by the way.
I don't think I'm even touching it.
This season. You haven't touched the game this season.